Okay. It looks like we are live. Welcome, guys. Hey, Marilyn, Jacqueline, Magic Body Sculpting. I like it. Mona Crafts. I'm hoping my audio is on. Let me check over here on my other platforms. LGC Salsa. Okay. I see you in the building. I just want to first welcome because it lit up. I want to welcome Keisha Jeans to the YouTube membership. Look like you is a new member since the last time I did my podcast. I just want to welcome you to Raising the Bar podcast, and you, Keisha, to the actual YouTube membership. Thanks for joining, guys. This is Hey Girl Hey tonight, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I'm exhausted. Your girl is exhausted. It kind of been nonstop for me for the past over a week. But guys, tonight I said I had to do my podcast because guys, this is my last one doing it live. We going back to the way we've been doing it for the past year or so, which is pre-recorded. So it could be properly optimized like a podcast should be, because y'all know your girl get on here and I just be getting to talk about anything. So it's not really conducive to an actual podcast. So, guys, main thing is I want you guys to know that for one, your girl ain't going nowhere though. That's the beauty of it. Your girl ain't going nowhere because if you are a member of the YouTube membership, or if you are just a subscriber, or if you tapped into the group, no matter point is, if you're a part of the tribe, you're going to connect with me on Wednesdays. It's not going to be a podcast, but we're going to keep the conversation rolling on Wednesdays. And guys, if you over here on Instagram, I want to invite y'all over here to my other friend, my home. I can't say it because they be playing and they be wanting to shut me down. But guys, sometimes when y'all comment, I be missing it, and I don't want to miss you guys' comments. So I'm trying to tell you, thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate that. So I'm trying to tell you guys, is really, y'all got to get over here because I be seeing the comments rolling and I get to shout my people out. All of my members, they get like special shout outs and things like that. So once I finish with tonight's podcast, we got some like really cool things that we're going to start going back to. I did it probably like a year ago, which is shouting out my members and just making my live a little more interactive. I'm excited about that because I told you guys like a month ago, we going full stream and full steam ahead with our content creation, meaning I'm dedicated, because I kind of fell back in love with it. Right. Main thing is I kind of upgraded all my equipment, and not necessarily, I had some good equipment from the gate, but I had stuff that it was just too much, y'all. It was just too much tech involved, and I had to get some stuff that's a lot more simple. And so here I is. I told you guys, definitely tap in tonight. I don't care where you at, what you got going on. I need y'all to tap in. Reason being, this is the last one. And y'all know I got to make it good. I don't care how tired I am. I got to make it good because we've been talking about this, or at least I have anyway. But no, not just me, because you guys been talking about it in the groups. I've been seeing you guys have events. So y'all been doing some collaborating. I like it. I'm here for it. But we can't always just pump all the fists. I had to end because all month, this August, we closing August out. All month I was talking about partnerships and collaborating, right? Because that's what we need to see more of it, right? We really need to see more of it. But some of y'all need to take a crash course. I'm just going to tell you. Because some of you may not know how to do it effectively, right? You don't really know how to bring value and present value for someone to really want to work with you. So tonight, guys, that's what we're talking about. Some of you guys may have had some collaboration. Some of you guys may have had some partnerships or some things happen, and it ain't work out for the best. Let's just call a spade. I got a lot of people at Grandma Alert. Oh, okay. I don't know who that is. I have a lot of ladies in my different programs, though, but people I've worked with, people I've coached, and a lot of times I hear that some of them are actually locked in partnerships, right? Maybe them and their friend, or maybe even their spouse, got into this thing and it sounded like a really good idea at the time until somebody get in and, somebody may not be pulling their weight or whatever the case may be. Somebody may even fall out of love with the business idea. Main thing is, let's just be honest. Sometimes it don't always go well. And that's what we're going to talk about tonight. at the end of the day, if you guys are having a partnership, you having a collaboration, whatever the case may be, how do you measure that? Like, how do you know that this is actually like, okay, I like it, we could keep this going? Or how do you know if it's time to pump the brakes? Because let's just face it, sometimes it is. But how do you know? Because I've talked to a lot of, like I said, a lot of ladies in my program, they feel stuck. And like, especially if it's someone you have a personal relationship with, it's not as easy to walk away. And sometimes just hearing these stories is a little, I just don't like it, because they really want to live out their dream and they really want to take this thing to the next level, but they may be carrying around dead weight, but they locked into it. So the thing I love about this, like, you kind of got get to test the waters a little bit with a little collaboration, a little network, a little partnership. And if it don't go, if it don't go well, you get the jump ship. All right, guys, y'all know I'm going to have fun. I'm going to have fun, especially with this being the last live podcast, guys. I don't know what's going to come out this mouth. I really don't, because this is just one of them subjects. But guys, if you are new to the channel, I definitely, even if you're not new, even if you have been around and you kind of familiar with who we are, what we do, I still want to welcome you to Raising the Bar podcast. I am your girl, Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy, who everybody calls the Draping Queen. And guys, today we're going to be digging deep into something, like I said, I've been talking about it all month, but this is critical. And I really want to talk about this stuff because I'm not going to lie, some of the quickest ways to grow further, faster is by partnering up. It really is. It is by partnering up and getting connected with those people that got access to stuff that you just don't have access to, right? Or it's just paying the money and buying your way in. But realistically, sometimes you can buy your way into a big mess. So we want to test the waters over here. That's what we want to do. So tonight, that's what we're talking about, right? If you are someone that's looking to really grow your business and you're looking to grow through partnerships and you're looking to really collaborate, and I mean really collaborate, because a lot of people throw that term around. Y'all know it. Y'all know, y'all hear it. You hear it a lot. But it's a difference between really wanting to do it and just really wanting to reap the benefit from it. It's a big difference. So guys, that's what we're going to talk about tonight. And I want you to realize this is going to be something that you want to kind of stick around and listen to, because with this one being the last one, I don't know. So if you guys got any questions, definitely throw them down in the comments. I can see the comments over here. Pristine, that name sounds. Wait a minute. I just. Okay. You came on the right podcast, baby. Pristine Designs by Nisha. So Miss Nisha, prime example. See what I'm saying? Miss Nisha is someone that I met at the event we just did for Victoria. Victoria is the queen that came in and she had an event, the She Who Elevates tour, and me and the certified draping instructors, they draped that thing, baby. It was really pretty. And baby, Pristine Designs by Nisha. All them balloons, y'all probably seen them in my pictures. That was her. That was her and her crew and her team. And yeah, it just really came together and looked beautiful. But that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, prior to that event, Miss Nisha wouldn't have been on my live. She wouldn't even know who Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy is. Because guess what? She did balloons. But just being in those kind of just being in those kind of collaborations and those kind of events, networking, that's the beauty of it. Come on, Trish. She say, hey, coach, we sure did. You sure did. See, I got Trish on one side. That's my certified draping instructor. I got Miss Pristine, which is somebody she met, and she could be possibly working with this young lady soon, right? They both here in Atlanta. So Pristine Designs by Nisha, come over here. Trish over here. Yeah. She said, yes, love working with you. I'm trying to tell you, how do I approach Betty with the bag? Baby, guess what? Let me tell you something. Marilyn, good question. Marilyn, I love it, though. You hit the questions off of why you get into my content. Let me tell you something. It's two ways you could do it. Realistically, Betty with the bag, she need what is that you have, right? What you really need to focus on is making yourself discoverable by Betty with the bag. I don't go searching for Betty with the bag. I just position my brand to be visible by Betty with the bag. I make sure I have what she need, and I make sure that I am visible. And that's one of the main things. But let's just say if you're not great at boosting your visibility, Then you got to find out where she at. You got to find out what she want. You got to find out why would she be looking for you. You got to get real intimate with Betty with the bag, and you got to find out what's in her bag. I'm playing. I'm not going to cut up with y'all tonight. I'm not going to cut up with y'all tonight. Hey, where you been at, Deirdre? I haven't seen you, family. You know, you be in the group and you be keeping the ladies up. I'm sorry, I've been in Denver for the past week, and then y'all, I got sick in Denver. That's why I couldn't even do my podcast last week. But that's another story. My good girlfriend that live in Denver that I went to go visit took me out for some sushi, and baby, that was murder she wrote. It was. I was man down to the next day. I was man down. I'm trying to tell you. All right, so guys, I'm not going to keep y'all because I got a meeting right after this live with my certified draping instructors. We have our weekly call. So I definitely want to give you guys like all that I have left when talking about collaborating and networking, because I have seen a lot of you guys shaking and moving, and I can just say one thing. I definitely love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And those of you that have not moved yet, what y'all waiting for? There's people out there that really want to partner with you or really need what you have or what you have to offer, where both of you guys can grow at the same time. But both of y'all hush. Like somebody got to make a move. Bust a move. Somebody need to bust a move. I've been coming up here every week telling you different ways you can bust a move so that Merlin, prime example, so you could get visible in front of people you need to work with or you want to work with, right? You partner up with somebody. That's what we talked about tonight. Really go all out and design like an elaborate over the top luxe event. Like this is the things you know you're going to have to do. Not have to do, but that's one of the ways to do it that helps it happen a lot quicker. I like the outcome of those things, but I ain't gonna lie, y'all know I ain't trying to do that much work. I'm not, but I can honestly say they are effective. And then when you see the end result, baby, I'm trying to tell you, look, Trish, baby, the She Who Elevate tour, I was man down the next day. It's because I'm just not used to that much physical labor. And even though I enjoy the entire experience, I think the next day when we actually went to the event, I had to take a nap in the car. Y'all, the girl is getting a little older. I'm trying to tell you, the girl is getting a little older. I don't know what's going on. I had to go take a nap. And it's funny because, guys, I used to joke with my fiance about this. Like, and he works, he gets it in. He do a lot of brain, he uses a lot of brain power. So, you know, Sunday, he used to look forward to a nap. And I would make fun of him. Cause I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I gotta do this and I gotta do that. And he was like, you just wait until a couple years. And baby, if it ain't playing out right about now, I don't know what to tell you, because it's playing out right about now. I think I'm not even gonna say every weekend. I think almost every day I take a nap. So I don't know. But anyway, let's get into it. Come on, Jackie Benjamin. She is a new member to the YouTube membership. When you see that name lit up in green, guys, you already know. They exclusive. That's my exclusive tribe member right there. And we're going to be doing some. I'm super excited because starting in September, now that we're going full throttle in content, it's so much that we're going to be doing with the YouTube membership inside the private Facebook group, with the weekly vlogs, because I'm shutting the podcast down. It's still going to be going on, but it's just not going to be pre-recorded because I need my podcast to really be a podcast. And I be getting on here playing too much. Y'all want to play with me? Play with me on Wednesday. I'll be here on Wednesday. But guys, in the meantime, still to help the channel though, because there's a lot of things we want to do with the channel, but we needed to be effective. So the easiest way that you can help me out, I'm still be coming on Wednesday, so don't worry about it. I'm still going to be here. I'm just not going to be here on Tuesdays. To help me out, I need you guys to like this video, because y'all know I ain't even get into the content yet. Y'all know I'm about to put it down. So give me that. I don't know what to say right now. I ain't even got my glasses in here, but I know when I see 2 digits right now, and I see 1 digit. Let me get this video up to 10 likes so I can go to my next topic, or not even my next topic, the first topic. The first topic. Okay. So guys, main thing is, even if you over here on IG, I want you guys to really think about and know that if you're thinking about teaming up with another event designer, if you're thinking about teaming up with another vendor, a balloon artist, a photographer, guys, even a business mentor, let me tell y'all, even a mentor, is a couple things you really want to think about, and you want to be clear that the collaboration is a win-win. I talk about it all the time, because people throw the term around, and a lot of people don't position themselves to where it is yummy, right? If it ain't yummy enough, where I'm like, ooh, if I don't say, ooh, baby, we ain't partner. So it's like, you got to know. I'm gonna talk to you guys about that tonight, and I'm gonna ask y'all, like, what was your past experiences like? Because I've had both. I've had good experiences, and I've had bad experiences. And I'm gonna share some of them with you guys tonight. But you got to know when is a good time to actually walk away, and when is a good time to pursue whatever it is that people are pitching to you guys. So we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it on YouTube, Facebook. I need you guys like this video. You may be on LinkedIn. I'm not too sure why I went on LinkedIn, because I don't know. I got it. I got the platform, so let's just do it. But if you guys are over there, let's get into this content. I can move forward. You guys throw me a like. Even if you over here on Instagram, there's a couple of you guys over here on Instagram. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know if y'all can like the video on Instagram, but somebody do it and let me see. I think I'll see something popping up. I ain't too sure. All right, so we're gonna get into it. Thank you guys. We're gonna get into it. Main thing is, I want you guys to realize that everything I say is going to be super powerful, right? But it holds no weight if you don't really take it into account. And at the end of the day, you got to really look at your business model. I'm gonna be talking from a real general standpoint. Maybe you got some different examples or something like that, but it's going to be a very general standpoint. You're going to have to think about your business as it sits with you today, right? But not only that, also where you want it to go. That's going to be the main thing that you should think about, where you want it to go. Because no matter what it is that I'm doing, I am always operating in the activity that's going to allow my business to grow. If we're going to stay here at the level we at, baby, I'm not interested. I'm unmotivated, and quite honest, I'm not active because I'm not motivated. I ain't going to move. In order for me to move, it got to be a fire striking off or something popping off on all cylinders, right? And that's only going to happen when things are in alignment with where it is that I'm trying to go. So first thing is, y'all ready for the first one? Come on, give it to me down in the comments. Give me the one. If you're ready for the first thing that you need to consider, you need to think about when your next partnership, your next collaboration, whatever it is, the first one, if you're ready for it, give me a 1 in the comments. I did my little banners for y'all tonight. You ain't gonna tell that girl nothing. And you guys could give me a 1 over here. If you want to know what's one of the first things you need to think about, or you need to look toward before you make your next collaboration or partnership, throw me a 1. Guys, my friend got me drinking, she got me doing all kinds of stuff. She got me drinking sparkling water, y'all. This is all she had me on when we was in Denver. Sorry, I hope the mic ain't pick it up. It's not bad, but it's not like, you might as well just drink water. I don't see why people do it. Come on, YouTube, give me the 1. Come on, Grandma Alert. I want to know more about this name, Grandma Alert. You got to tell me the story behind that name. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it. First thing you guys got to do, guys. I talk about it often. And thank you, Deirdre. I appreciate you, Queen. First thing you got to do is really beware if it's a one-sided benefit. I'm trying to tell you, a lot of people will come in, right? And because they may want to work with you or whatever the case may be, but they have nothing to offer the whole situation, right? First things first, you got to realize that not all collaborations are equal. Different people have different things to offer. Different people have different value propositions. They just got different stuff to do, right? You got to watch out for the people that's coming in it just for them. I'm trying to tell you, you got to look out for the people that see you as the thing. It's like, oh yeah, if I get with them, I could whatever it is that you offer that they want a piece of. That's what you got to kind of watch out for, because the benefit is only going to lie with them. You ain't going to benefit from it at all. You may think you will, just because the simple word collaboration and networking and partnership, that sounds sexy, especially now because everybody throwing it around. But that doesn't necessarily mean you are going to win. You want to really look at where the games are. What can you possibly get out this collaboration? I know a lot of you guys, or not even you guys, because you guys are established, but a lot of people that first get in or just get in or they're new or whatever the case may be, they're looking for exposure. I swear to goodness, when that word got me too. I ain't gonna lie. If it got y'all, put it down in the comments. Just put me. Put me. If the word exposure, somebody try to throw that word to you, and you was like, oh yeah, I need that. Because baby, they got me. Blow exactly. So the main thing I'm trying to tell you, they will position it in a way where, oh, just do this for me. You could get exposure. But guess what? It don't even be when people come with that one. It don't even be all designers though. It don't even be all vendors. Sometimes it's your clients, your potential clients. Come on, grandma alert. Marilyn McCall. I think that's MD McCall. Thank you. I knew I wasn't by myself. I'm trying to tell you. They be trying to come up with these fancy, sexy words like, oh, yeah, I know she ain't getting a lot of business right now, or he ain't getting a lot of business right now. I'm going to expose you to a whole new audience, and boo, they going to hire you. Baby. Why do people tell them lies like that? I'm trying to tell you. It was things like this, and being totally honest and totally transparent. It was things like this that just turned me off of the whole idea of partnering, networking, collaborating, because that's just how a lot of my situations was in the beginning, right? And I didn't know no better. I wasn't in this industry. I didn't know nothing about no daggone events. I come from corrections. I come from nursing. I come from corporate. I know nothing about no events. I'm like, okay, cool. I like it. Okay, that's what you want. All right, cool. But guys, at the end of the day, you can. It's what you getting out of that? I went home so many times, frustrated, busted, disgusted, feeling played. Now I'm too grown to be feeling played. I'm trying to tell you. But I swear to God, that's exactly what it would feel like. And it would creep up in my spine, and it just would, I don't know what it is. That's just how it felt. And so it turned me off of the idea. And that's why for a long time, you guys would not see me network and collaborate and do all the things. I'm like, I'm Superwoman. But that's a lie, because I'm not. But that's what I thought, right? That was what I thought. So these different experiences, I didn't know. For one, I wasn't clear on what my value was, right? I knew people wanted to work with me. I knew I had something that could elevate their experience or whatever they're providing, but I wasn't clear on what my value was and how to really hone in on it, own it, claim it, demand and command what it was that I wanted. So at the end of the day, I can't really blame anybody. That was just my newbie beginner mistake. That's why I show up here every week, or however often I do, because I don't need y'all doing it. I don't need y'all doing it. MD McCall, am I saying it right? Is it Maryland? Whitney say me. I'm trying to tell you, yes, that was me. So the thing was, I had to get a little smart, and it took maybe 2-3 years before I even got smart, and I started positioning and packaging or requesting and requiring what it was that I want. Because if you don't know how to, and that's why I thought this was like super key for me to talk about going back into my podcast, because in 2024, this was my first year being super intentional about really working with people and collaborating and networking. And guys, I've met some amazing people. So I had to change my narrative, or the narrative that I believed. I was like, they ain't working together. Everybody cutthroat. That was my attitude, because that was what my experience was. But in total honesty, I didn't know how to position myself, right? I didn't know how to position my brand or my business to command what it was that I want, or make it even realistic to, oh, I'm getting something out of this, right? I thought, hey, Dee, I thought that whatever they were selling me on, like, yeah, I get you exposure. It's going to be people here. This is the celebrities. And baby, they the cheapest ones. I'm like, I don't want nothing a part of that. That's a part of that entitlement group, right? Oh, that's Michelle. Thank you. I appreciate you telling me. So I ain't want nothing a part of that whole group, because it put such a bad taste in my mouth. But again, goes back to positioning. And sometimes when you guys hear me talking, and even if I'm coaching and mentoring or whatever it is, and I know what it feels like to feel as if you're being cheated, or you've been taken advantage of. But that's why I talk about positioning so much. Positioning your brand, one, to be premium, if that's who you want to work with. You got to be perceived as premium. That plays a big part. So a lot of things I was mad about, y'all, back then, I played a part. I ain't gonna lie. I played a part. For one, I didn't know any better, and I didn't really educate myself on what was the proper thing to do, because I didn't know that there was a proper thing to do. I just thought that, hey, somebody say you want to work together. I just thought, hey, let's work together. You got something to push. I got something to push. But not everybody got your best interest at heart. Right? She said, yes, some of these designers will get all your information and blow wind in your face. Baby, I'm trying to tell you. It's for me, what I learned when I got into this, I ain't gonna lie. I'm from the street. I'm from Baltimore. So when I got into this, I'm at a later phase in my life. I'm trying to grow up. I'm trying to turn a new leaf. I'm trying to do all these things. So it's funny because my fiance used to make a little bit fun of me. He like, Precious, I can't believe, like, you ain't know that? You ain't see that coming? And I'm like, no, because realistically, where I was in my current state, it was like I can't explain what it was. It was like I just was trying to release all of the years of everything I've been through and start anew. And I was really trying to just trust people for face value. And when I found out, when I got played a couple times, baby, that was all it took. I put the street pressures back on. I put it back on. And that's just, but it kind of left me limited. Being totally honest, it left me limited. So guys, main thing is I want you guys to partner. I want you guys to network because it does have a major factor in your growth, right? It plays a major factor in just your relationships in general. I just want you guys to do it wisely. I want you guys to do it with a better informed decision than I had in the beginning, right? Because that's like the key. So the main thing, number one, let me put my little band up because I did make them for y'all. I took my time to this one, is you got to be aware of one-sided benefits. If it look like, somebody telling you something and you don't get that moment like, oh yeah, that's it. That's the moment for me. Baby, let them go. I don't care what their status is. Because at the end of the day, status don't pay no bills. I'm trying to tell you. Don't get caught up in the rigmarole of, oh, this is who that person is. Oh, if I just connect with them, you really got outweigh. I mean, when I say put that thing on a Richter scale, put that thing on a Richter scale. If the cons is outweighing the pros, if it's like this, wait a minute, what side the cons is? This is the cons. If it's like this, baby, let that thing go. Let that thing go. I'm trying to tell you. People with money are always the cheapest. Baby, I'm trying to tell you. I just think it's a thing. It's a mentality thing. It's a mindset thing. To a degree, I agree. But to a certain extent, I kind of don't, because I do know quite a few people with money, but they don't lead with money. They lead with something totally different. They lead with value. They really value people. They just happen to have money because they operate and they live their life differently. So normally you have people that's very successful, but they are successful and they are rich. But I'm not talking about rich in money. I'm talking about they are rich in relationships, right? They are rich in family. They are just rich because of how they really operate in life. And guys, those people is ones that I was wanting to seek out and like, oh, I need to meet them. But like I told y'all at the beginning, test the waters. I'm trying to tell you. She said, if they have clout and teach me how to get there, I may listen. If not, I give it the time of the day. If not, I don't give it the time of day. Michelle, I totally get you. At the end of the day, like I said, for me, the most valuable thing I have, especially at this phase in my life, guys, I'm so passionate about this phase in my life, and I protect it with everything I got. Like, baby, everything I got, because I'm at a fruitful stage in life, and I got to be careful of who I listen to. I got to be careful of who I'm influenced by. I got to be careful who I allow in my space, because the slight time you could easily get, before you even know it, you could easily get knocked off your horse, right? So you guys just want to be careful. I'm trying to tell you, I'm not here to tell you guys don't do it, because you realistically, that is one of the keys to your success. Like, that's a shortcut. I'm just telling you to be really selective. Do your due diligence. Make sure that you are not just you're the one that's giving all, right? And you're not getting anything in return but a bunch of promises. I don't operate on a promise any longer. It's hard. And at the end of the day, y'all know y'all sell promises, right? That is what we do as designers. We are promising that we could bring this thing to light. We are promising that by the time they walk in that door and they see their event, we have delivered what we promised them we're gonna deliver, right? That's really not a good feeling when somebody walk in there and it's like, this what you got? I'm trying to tell you that is not a good feeling. I don't like that feeling. I'm like, don't sit here and tell me that this is what we're going to do or this is what it's going to look like, and then the math ain't mathing. Lenora say, right. Ain't that the truth? I try to tell y'all, guys, it happens in what right now. It's happening faster than ever because everybody is on this thing where they got to get up, they got to level up, and they doing it at any cost. That is why I'm telling you guys, be super careful because they're doing it at any cost. And guess what? It could possibly be at the expense of you. And I'm just saying. Grandma alert, say, know your worth. Come on, say it again. That plays a big part, though. If you don't know your worth, how can you convince anyone else what your worth is? You don't know it yourself. I mean, if you show up, I ain't gonna lie, I'm human. Y'all know I'm always gonna keep you the book. I'm human. If you show up and your confidence is low and you're trying to sell me on something, baby, it ain't gonna fly because I don't believe you. You don't believe you. Because if you can't show up confidently, I mean, you don't believe in the service or the product that you're trying to tell me about. So how you think I'm gonna do it? I ain't. So it's like that confidence piece. I'm trying to think. Where was I yesterday? I feel like I just was talking about this too. I don't even remember. Guys, I be having conversations that they just be rolling. We was just talking about confidence. Oh. I was at the, guys, I be forgetting. My days be going so fast. I swear to God. Yesterday I was a part of a reality show, baby. Did I tell y'all? Guys, let me try to tell you something. This was just an opportunity. I was like, oh, this seemed like a cool opportunity. Boom, boom, boom. Those reality shows that y'all see on TV, I don't, not all of them. I ain't gonna lie, not all of them, but some of them, they be the real deal Holyfield, baby. That whole room, when it comes down to like somebody gotta get eliminated, it's thick. And it's like, it's just a whole different experience. But what I loved about it, this is a group of entrepreneurs. I saw the hunger. It just reminded me of how I was when I first started. It reminded me of all of you guys that I talk to every freaking week. And y'all talk to me about the things that's happening and why it's going well or why it's not going well and what you would like it to look like on the flip side. Like, it just was a real humbling experience for me yesterday. So one of the things we was talking about was confidence. That's where that came from. I just remembered. My bad. I'm getting older. Charges don't charge it to the don't charge it to my heart. Come on, sunshine. You have to ease into collaborations these days. You do. And it's unfortunate you have to do that. But at the end of the day, in this day and age, guys, you shouldn't be doing nothing without doing your due diligence, because people will try and pull wool over your eyes because everybody is just moving at that speed, right? Because everything is going so fast. I just sat here and told you I couldn't remember what I did yesterday. Things go super fast, right? So you guys want to be careful. Y'all want to be careful. Did you say that's why I stopped charging for my time? I'm now charging for, baby, when you put that in the group the other day, I was like, see what I'm saying? That's that value-based pricing. I've been doing that for a couple of years, baby. Like, you can't pay me for an hour of my time because realistically, it depends on the outcome that I'm providing. So, baby, I'm trying to tell you, that's a whole nother level, Deirdre. Don't do that, Deirdre. That's a whole nother conversation right there, girl. Wait a minute. What did Lenora say? I'm confused when they pay for everything and at the same time they want you to work on a $3,000. This is all you get. Wait a minute. Help me out, Lenora. I'm confused when they pay for everything and at the same time they want you to work on a $3,000 budget. This is all you get. I think, are you saying that in the $3,000 budget, they want that to be everything included? Like, is this a client's? They want that to be your design fee and all that? Because, baby, if that's the case, that ain't gonna work out. That ain't gonna work out. Nick say, yes, the setup fee changes depending on the effort. And come on with it. That's right. So when you ask like how much you charge, baby, What you mean? It's different. It depends on one, the value I'm providing or solution I'm providing. Like I can't give you it's not a one-stop shop over here because I could sit here and have you a class. And now if I'm going to sit here and teach you and give you the game and you're going to go out there and charge nearly $2,000 for a backdrop, baby, you ain't coming to me for a $500 class. That ain't gonna happen. Now, if I'm gonna show you something that you could charge for $500, and that's a different story. But at the end of the day, value-based pricing is value-based pricing. You guys gotta. I ain't even gonna get into the pricing because, believe it or not, guys, I don't think it's on YouTube. It may not be. My next masterclass is all about pricing. It's September the 5th, I believe. It's September the 5th. It's all about pricing. So, guys, y'all want to talk about pricing? That's where y'all need to be. I just need y'all to put D for D down in the comments or the word class. Put the word class down in the comments and we're going to send you guys the link because it's already up. You can sign up and that way you get access to that class. So I'm going to go to number 2 because tonight, y'all, we talking about partnerships and collaborations. That's what we talk about. Guys, number 2 is going to be assessing the fit, right? And the alignment. Now, when I say assessing the fit, like everybody is just not a good fit. Somebody could be doing extremely well, right? But it doesn't mean that they are a good fit for you and your brand. A lot of people get this misconstrued. They be like, oh, well, I got this going on. I got that going on. I'm like, well, they ain't got nothing to do with this. Thank you, Lenora. I got you. Like, it don't have nothing to do with this. When I tell you guys earlier, I got to protect everything that's around this because I know where I'm going and I know what it's going to require of me. And sometimes it could be just one stupid decision. People be trying to take you out of pocket. It could be one split moment that take you back somewhere that you promised that you would never go back to. So when I say making sure it's a good fit and making sure you guys are in alignment, guys, that makes a good match, right? Because if not, like, what's the point? What's the point? I don't care how good it look on paper. I don't care how good it look on social media. You got to consider consider whether your goals, your values, even your audiences. If your audiences don't align, what you doing it for? It can't be exposure because what you exposed to. You could be possibly exposing yourself to bargain basement baddie, but you said you don't even want to work with no more. So you got to be mindful of who it is that you guys are working with, right? Come on, LGC. I got you. LGC, you should have, if you're on my live, it probably went right to your DMs. Let me know if it didn't, but even still, we're going to go through and make sure you got the link. But yeah, so you guys got to make sure that people are in alignment with what it is you're trying to do on this earth. I am super protective over my time because I jacked up 38. I'm not necessarily jacked up because I still did some phenomenal stuff. However, I was living behind a different lens. I was living behind a totally different lens. Whereas though now that lens is gone. Now looking through the lens I look through now, everything I do, or even things I say, it has to have a purpose. Like if it don't have a purpose, why say it? A lot of people wonder why I'm so quiet. Like if I really don't have nothing to say of value, or if I don't have anything to say that's going to be productive or whatever it is, like if I'm in a somber moment or a mood, why open my mouth? I ain't got nothing to say positive. You don't want to hear what's going to come out of it. I'm more conscious of what I'm putting out into the universe. And that makes a difference. And since I am at this level of consciousness, why would I come down to just a partner or a network or whatever that's going to put me in that same environment that I just worked so hard to get out of? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So did y'all pick that up? If y'all pick that up, I'm trying to tell you, you gotta realize that if your desires, the things that you want to do, the things that this person wants, and if you're partnering at any rate, you still should have some kind of idea of what's their business mission. What is it they trying to do? If you don't, then you clearly not doing your due diligence, period. And then that'll be shame on y'all. Find out what these people doing. I'm trying to tell you everything. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors going around. So find out what people doing. What are they into? And then make your decision if you want to be connected to that. There's a lot of things I just don't even want to be connected to. I don't want to be connected to it because energy and synergy is very real. And once you tap into it, baby, it's hard to get out of it, right? So guys, you guys got to decide if your desires are really different. Guess what? Guess where you're going to be? Frustrated, right? Guess where else you're going to be? The things that you desire, your expectations will not be met. For one, if someone is operating at a lower vibration than you, they don't have the capacity to provide what it is that you want. Know the integrity of the person, business. Yes, I'm trying to tell you, it makes all the difference. They don't have the capacity. So you're on right from the get-go, you're putting yourself in a situation that ain't going to add no value to you any kind of way, not just business-wise. Because sometimes I'm in a situation or I'm in a relationship or I'm in a collaboration because it may feed me spiritually, right? It may feed me mentally. It may stimulate my mind. Sometimes I am around certain people and I just talk to them and I'm like, wow, I am getting fed. I am getting filled up. So from that, guess what? Now I can pour out. I don't mind pouring out. Because even if it is spiritual or mental or whatever it is for me, at least I know what it is that I'm expecting. And I got to get it. 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 Come on, there. Just say if it don't make sense, it don't make money. At the end of the day, that is so true. She say, preach, girl. It's funny because my good friend Carrie, she always teases me. She said every time I be getting on like my lives and stuff, she said, you be preaching. It's not that I be preaching, it's just I be feeling things at a different level because this is not just business for me. This is my life. Everything I do is real intentional because it's tied to where I'm going. So for me, it's different. It's not, I don't get on here and just talk about business, even though my goal is to help your business and really pour into your business. But for me, it's just a really emotional thing. So sorry, I'm sorry. No, if they can't operate in excellence, say it again. It makes a difference because not everybody can. Some people, it was one thing I read, I can't remember, it was a long time ago, but it stuck. And it was really talking about men, but I didn't even look at the point of men. I just was taking it in the context of people. And it was saying something. I thought it was my knight in shining armor. I don't even remember it, but it was super funny. It's saying I thought he was my knight in shining armor, but he was something wrapped up in aluminum foil or something like that. And I'm like, wow. For me, it just was profound. So I'm silly like that, but those kind of like little sayings are profound for me. I was like, that was deep. That was deep. So guys, I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna give you guys an example, right? Main thing, I got a lot of designers on this live. I got a lot of designers over here too. I got a lot of planners on this live and stuff like that, right? If you guys, some of you guys really do aspire to do the high-end weddings and things like that. If you aspire to do luxury events or luxury weddings, why would you go play with budget-friendly Becky over here? It don't make sense. I don't care if budget Becky got 100,000 people. It doesn't make sense. Like, what's the likelihood of you ever getting a high-end wedding or a luxury event out of that pool of people? You're not. So if you want exposure to that, good luck. You're still going to be frustrated because you're still going to be overworked, underbooked, and not by the right people, right? So I'm trying to tell you guys, I only got two more. I appreciate y'all for being with me tonight live. If you got anything out of this live so far, I got two more that you found like it hit. It was helpful. Hey, there go my queen Alicia. I want you guys like this video. My video's been doing really good. I need you guys to help me get 50 likes. Now, this is my last live one, but I told you guys earlier, the podcast still gonna roll. And the podcast, I like it because, guys, when I'm doing my podcast, I get straight to the point. But when I come on here with y'all live, baby, I be running my mouth because it's the exchange for me. So definitely, if you got any value out of this so far, just throw up a like. I'm trying to get 50 likes on this one video here so that it could just help the channel so I can continuously make content. Because when I wasn't making content, y'all like, where you at? And I'm like, where your engagement at? That's free. I know your girl is worth a like. I know your girl is worth a share, right? So I need you guys to do that. I appreciate it. I love you much. We're going to move on to number 3. Because I got to get over there to my CDI ladies. Number 3, guys, this is the beauty. Like, this is the beauty. Now, I know I kind of earlier told you guys, like, don't do that. Because I had to get that out of the way because it goes on a lot, right? That goes on a lot. But the main thing, guys, when you find that good long-term collaboration, guys, this is the sweet spot. And it does happen. I'm trying to tell you, I have worked with quite a few people, and where we in month 8. I have worked with so many people this year. I think more than I've worked with over the whole course of the 6 years I've been in my business, right? And a lot of them, a great deal of them, have been very fruitful. Main reason why I approach it different. And I'm very selective on who I continue to work with, right? So I have a much better outcome now than I did before because I was doing it blindly. I had no idea that people would just be like, oh, even no matter where it is I'm from, I was approaching this business like this entrepreneurial thing totally different. And I don't know what I was thinking about. Well, baby, I learned. Boy, I learned. But when you do find the perfect collaboration, even if it's not perfect, but a good one, and where both people win, because it is possible and it does happen, that is the sweet spot. That is the goal. These are the partnerships that you both are equally invested in, right? Meaning both of you bringing something super valuable to the table. And guess what? Both of you guys are going to grow. Both of you guys are going to grow. People I work with now, and I'm still continuously working with, we are invested. I'm thinking of ways they can grow. They thinking of ways I can grow. They helping me grow. I'm helping them grow. We partner on different events, projects, just different things. And at the end of the day, you wouldn't have paid me to think that this could possibly happen back then, right? I'm trying to tell you. Thank you, Alicia. I appreciate you, girl. I'm trying to tell you is you wouldn't think that was I wouldn't think that was possible, but it is. So guys, main thing is I want you to really pay attention to what it is that you want, and then position your business. There, go back to positioning. You have to position your business to where people want to work with you, because there's a lot of valuable people out there, and there's a lot of people that have the answer and the solution to whatever it is that you're trying to do. But if your business is not sexy enough to them, then they not coming. They used to ask me, like, when this was back when I was like coaching, they would ask me like, how do they find a coach, or how do they find a mentor? Coaching is easy because you can just hire a coach, right? Some coaches are selective. I'm very selective in who I work with. But then mentors, guys, realistically, is you can't just, and people do it, and I'd be laughing. You can't just go and claim like, oh, you my mentor. What? It takes a person. They need to decide that they want to be your mentor. And that happens because they see something in you, right? They see something in you. I know a lot of us have our make pretend mentors. Like I used to say that Ayanna Van Zant was my mentor for a very long time. She just had that. Every time I watched her, it was just that motherly thing going on. And I was like, hey, thank you. I needed that today. She was my mentor. She didn't even know it. But realistically, like people that actually is vested into your growth or vested into your journey, they seek you out. And that's because you positioned yourself to be visible by them. Makes a big difference. I could not mentor someone that does not have the capacity, one, for growth, that does not, they still procrastinate. Like I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't gonna be able to do it. But someone, my lady, Alicia, prime example, my ladies in CDI, like I've been with them for a while. And just to see the growth and how they kind of go hard, they just go hard for their businesses, is nothing in me that will make me want to start working with these group of ladies. I'm trying to tell you, it makes a big difference. And that's the same thing. Like when you find partnerships and people, you're vested in them and they're vested in you, both of y'all gonna win. Both of y'all are going to win. She said, I have all her books. So the main thing, guys, I want to know, like, what does a good fit look like for you guys? Like, I want to hear from y'all. I want you to tell me down in the comments, even over here too. Hey, Vanetta, I know that BF Sutton Services. Hey, girl. I want you guys to tell me, how do you determine, because some of y'all are moving and I love it, but how do you determine if it was good? I'm gonna give y'all some of my examples from just past events, from past things I had going on. How do you know your last collaboration or a time that you networked that it wasn't, one, it either wasn't good for you, or two, it was great and you guys needed to keep this going on? How did you know? While y'all write that in the comments, I'm going to tell you of a few that I knew. I was like, One, a lot that I had this year was really good because I I kind of position, for one, I position myself totally different. I position myself the way it's like, it's no way you're not going to want to work with me. It's no way you're not going to want to work with me. If anything, it's going to be like, oh, I need to work with her. I got to work with her. Right. But outside of that, I'm already looking at, I'm researching you, what you got going on, what it is that you do, and what's the possibilities of how can we partner. It's a lot of people. I'm being totally honest, especially over the past 2 months, because I've probably been talking so much about networking and collaborating. It's a lot of people sliding my DMs like, hey, this is what I do. I would love to collab. Baby, that ain't how you pitch a collab. I'm like, that ain't how you do it. Like, all right, how we going? If I got to ask you a bunch of questions, 9 times out of 10, I don't spend a lot of time on social media anyway, because it's a time sucker. So if I got to get on there and then I got to ask you questions to figure out if I'm interested, I'm already not interested, simply because I don't have time. So what I learned is this: everything that frustrated me a few years ago when like I was just having these experiences, I learned to make sure my pitches are not that way. Or I learned to be so clear and actually put the value that they are going to receive and not even talk about me. I would put just information where so if they want to reference me, they can, because they're going to do it anyway. That everybody FBI, right? They want to see. Let me see what she about. And when you Google, my brain gonna measure up, right? So I would put more stuff in there, like how can I help them win? What will they get out of it? If you slide in my DMs and you're talking about what I'm gonna get out of it, and it's in alignment with what I want to do, oh, now we gonna go to step 2. But if that ain't even, if the pitch ain't proper, it's not even going to get out the DMs, because now there's too much work on my end. I keep, even when it comes to sales, I tell you guys all the time, you got to make it to where people can say yes to you so fast. Like, you got to make it to where they ain't got to think about nothing. You got to just present everything where they just need to make a decision. The minute they got to think, or whatever the case may be, guess what? They didn't trick themselves out of the hole, even if it was good for them, because you require them to do too much work. You require them to do too much work. So I'm guessing none of y'all had no collaborations that went good or bad, because I don't see no comments about that. Or is it that y'all haven't collaborated yet? I'm quite sure y'all collaborated some kind of way. Or y'all just probably want to hear what I got. I gave y'all one. I ain't going to say nothing else. I was hired to work at an event for one of the vendors. And that's what happens a lot. That's what happens. That's why I like going to different collaborative events, like when me and the ladies went to the certified draping instructors, went to Charlotte. That was our first one. The program started in June. We was at an event in June. We was at another event in July. We had an event for August, right? I'm just trying to tell you, like, this is where you're going to seek and really obtain the opportunity. And it's about being in rooms that's bigger than the current level you're operating at. It was so many different opportunities that came out of those events. Some of those opportunities came from the previous event. And that's what it's about, right? Like, we had a phenomenal year running straight out the gate. As soon as the program started, we had stuff lined up. I'm trying to tell you, this is like going to be one of the easiest ways for you guys to grow. But you really want to do it in a way that you're partnering with the right people that has the ability to help you grow, as opposed to just blowing smoke and really want what it is that you have, because it happens a lot. And unfortunately, it happens more with the newbies, because y'all don't know no better. Everything they come with sounds super sexy. It's all polished up. And that's the thing that y'all desire anyway, right? Ask me how I know. I just told y'all. Because I was her. I was she. I was that. But main thing is, for me, it ain't like it happened a lot. It don't really take long for me to get frustrated and turn the corner. It don't take long. Once I'm frustrated and feeling a certain kind of way, like I ain't winning, I'm out. And I think it's funny because it's people on my team or I'm close to now, and it's like a running joke. Like, I'm out of there. I'm out of there as quicker than people can blink, because I just know what things look like early on. And I always assess things and I assess people. And if it don't feel good, I'm out. And main thing is, I want you guys to just be clear on what it is that you want. Like, for these partnerships, be clear. Why are you going in it? What do you think is going to come out of it? Right? Some of you guys, it could be increased visibility. I'm not saying increased visibility is not a thing, because it is. Some of the podcasts I've been on this year has brought a whole new audience my way, right? That otherwise I would have never been able to tap into these people. Some people I partner with, I run trainings in their programs privately. And some of their ladies are following me or inspired by what I say or what I do, right? I wouldn't have been able to tap into them any other way. So it's a very good way to, to really increase your visibility. It's people that I've brought into my programs and my live events, and my ladies still follow them to this day because what they had was valuable, right? It was a win-win. So you guys got to start measuring your metrics. If I'm doing something, like if I'm doing an event, and this is where I used to get mad or feel a certain kind of way, that's why I stopped doing events. But I didn't look at how I was contributing to the problem, being totally honest. I would go to the event, and I'm an introvert, so I'm not your, hey girl, hey, yeah, let's exchange numbers. I suck at that. That's not my jam. But main thing is, I would look at it like, well, I ain't getting no, I ain't getting no connections, or ain't nothing happen, and not even realizing sometimes people just put you in position. You got to sell yourself, right? You got to be able to speak up for yourself, but that's where that lack of confidence come in. If you have a lack of confidence, a lot of times you are going to shoot yourself in the foot right out the gate. Right out the gate. So now I'm still not super comfortable with it, but I do it. I'll go in and say what it is I do and do all of the things, because now I know that's required for me to really leave with what it is I said I was coming to get. So I hope that made sense for y'all. Main thing is you got to measure. Number 4, the last one is just measuring for success, guys. And that's pretty much what I was sharing with you guys just now. Measuring for success. Anytime I do something, I measure like right away. If I'm doing I don't care if it's a joint live, right? If it's a joint live and all my people on, and you ain't got nobody to come to the live, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't doing that. Because no matter, I might as well go live by myself. If my people gonna show up anyway, right? If I'm going to an event, or if I'm having an event and I'm the one that's selling tickets and you ain't selling any tickets, it's like you're not bringing any value to the event unless your value come in another form. Maybe you got all of the vendors, or point is, what is you bringing to the table? And this is something I want you guys to really pay attention to, really measure for success. Lenora say made a lot of sense. Thank you. I appreciate that. Really measure what it is that you want to achieve. Do you want to get more leads, right? Now, a lot of you guys are growing, right? I remember just talking to you guys years ago. There was no email list. There was no funnel. There was no freebie. There was no lead generation. A lot of you guys ain't had nothing in place. And now a lot of you guys do. So if you're going into these situations, are you generating leads, right? Why have these systems if you ain't adding people to your email list? Is your brand getting exposed, but to the people you want to work with, though? If you constantly getting exposed to Bargain Basement Betty and that ain't who you want to work with, that don't make sense. The math ain't mathing. Now you got to go into rooms. When I was on my last tour, almost every city I went to, I had some big names up on, like this big names people I partnered with this year. A lot of people ain't know who these people were. I was like, y'all are not in the rooms that can really change the trajectory of your business. Your rooms that you're in is too small. You got to be in rooms with people that have the capability of really pairing you up with a strong resource. So it's like if everybody in the same room and everybody at the same level, I don't know about y'all, but I don't want to be in that room. I want to be in there because I'm just in there and it's not motivating to me, and I'm not getting my aha moments, and I'm not learning. And if I'm not learning, I feel like I'm just wasting time. And if I'm wasting time, I might just waste time by myself because I think I'm pretty dope, and I just sit around and laugh at myself before I sit there and spend time with somebody else, and I ain't learning or it ain't adding value to what I got going on. No growth. When there's no growth, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So guys, think about it. More leads, brand exposure, or this is the kicker. Sometimes you could be getting direct sales, right? Now, the beauty of having direct sales, I'm not sure if you guys are that's watching tonight, that's watching live, are at that point, right? Who here like will go to an event and y'all get to pitch your products or your services or whatever the case may be to people that's in the room. And for the most part, if you're doing an event and you're doing decor, I wouldn't say directly sell in that room, but that is like the perfect room for you to really rub elbows and just become known of what it is that you do or what it is that you did. Because if you're in the room and this was a client that you liked working with, who you think in that room? Like attract like. So guess what? They are in the room with other people that you would love to work with. You're missing opportunities. Wait a minute, I missed something. Okay. All right, I gotta get off of here, guys, because my ladies is waiting. So the main thing is when you go through these things, you got to really analyze, did you reach your goals? For the most part, guys, I can honestly say I would say like 95% of the things I did this year, they went beyond what I was expecting. They really did. And if I don't measure, then how would I really know, right? How would I know if this person if they either go to the bucket, I'm gonna continue working with them, or the bucket, like I'm done. Let's cut that off. I won't know unless I'm really able to measure. Like, did I really get what I want? Did it make sense? Did the math with this situation? So that's the most important part, right? You got to figure out if you enjoy working with the people, because some collaborations, people you may not like working with them, but for business, it may be a good decision, right? And I don't think I could do that one either, because I'm an energy person, and no matter what it is that I feel, it's gonna be on my face. I'm just her. So that wouldn't work for me, but I know some people that does it quite well. They do it quite well. So I want you guys to think about that, right? The quality of your relationship, for me, it's all about moving forward. It's all about really making those kind of relationships, one, that matter, and two, that I can withstand the long haul, right? I don't want, okay, it just be the now, unless I'm going to another level or you're going to another level and we don't qualify to go to that next level. That's totally fine. Totally fine. But that's what I'm looking for, guys. And I'm trying to tell you, for you that's on this quest, you could get to where it is you want to get a lot quicker if you kind of just go that route. Really network, guys. The network, when they say your net worth is in your network, that is very, very true. But just be careful. She said, thank you for your heart. The math. I appreciate it, guys. Tomorrow is Wednesday, so it don't start till September. But on Wednesdays, because I'm removing the podcast, so my podcast could actually podcast. I still gonna be doing lives on Wednesday, though. I'll be doing lives on Wednesdays. It's called Work It Wednesday. So our live sessions will still be able to continue. But in the group, and like if you're not in my Facebook group, that's where you really want to be, because on Fridays, especially in September, that's when everything kind of take off. On Fridays, that's where I'm at. I'm in the group. I ain't nowhere else, but I'm in the group. And guys, last Friday conversation was conversationing. I liked it. And I think the previous Fridays, I was one Friday I was getting my hair done, and I can't remember. But the point is, I still showed up. That's one thing I love about the group, is just, you know, it don't matter what I got going on. I could have one of my hair sticking up like alfalfa. I'm showing up in my group because they my people. So guys, if you're not in my group, definitely join the group. Do I have the link here? I don't. I didn't get to put that link there. But if if you could share the video on Facebook to my group, because now I can't stream to the group, which sucks. But Wednesday starting next week, I will be there, guys. If you have not, if you right now don't have actual mentorship in your business, and you know you need it, and you just need the details, I'm trying to tell you, we meet tomorrow. Raising the Bar monthly mentorship meet tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you got to do is text us RTB at 32400 POSH, and you will get the details. At least you'll learn how you can work closer with our community. It's a small, intimate community. And that way I'm able to focus and keep things kind of going with the ladies that are in there. So guys, as always, if you have any questions, you know exactly where to find me. I appreciate you guys over here on Instagram. Y'all got to come over on Facebook and join my group, or come over here on YouTube and join the mentorship. New videos start June. September the 1st also. That's this Sunday. That's this Sunday. So, guys, there's a lot happening. You will be seeing the details. As always, I enjoyed my last live podcast with y'all. Did y'all get any value out of this? Put me hey Nicole. If you got any value out the final podcast, I need you to put a fire emoji in the chat. Put it in the chat. You could be on what's this? YouTube or Facebook, either one. And then directly after here, hey Dash, is that my not my Nene? If my CDI ladies on here, don't go nowhere. I am coming right over to the Zoom so we can start our training for the Certified Draping Instructor program. And she said, I just got here. Dang it, I missed it. That's all right, Nicole. I'll be back, girl. I'll be back. You gotta put your notifications on. Y'all gotta put your notifications on because now you may be used to me doing Tuesdays because this whole month I did Tuesdays. But now I'm doing Wednesdays because Tuesdays I train with my CDI ladies and Wednesdays I train with Raising the Bar mentorship. But Wednesdays I'm going to go a little earlier so that I can still do my live. So that's it. Michelle, thank you, girl. Thank you for tuning in. As always, this is your girl, Precious Stevens of the Posh Academy, reminding you guys that guess what? At the end of the day, just continue to raise the bar. That's like the name of everything I got going on. That's the name of the podcast. That's the name of the mentorship because that's what we do. But we don't just raise the bar. We set the bar and you can too. If you're looking for mentorship, just text the number on the screen, RTB for Raising the Bar. And I'll see you guys on the inside. Here I come, CDI.